G'day and welcome to this speed build of my latest creation, DJ Alien Parades Edition, or something cooler that I think of later. This is pretty much going to be 6 hours maybe worth of footage that's all going to be sped up so you don't have to sit through my terrible building style. But I pretty much wanted to, well, let's be honest, there's no point having a parades DLC and then not giving the parades a go and seeing whether I can create in it. And I drew a blank when I was trying to think of what to build in here, and it wasn't until I was watching my show back and all the comments that I've been getting from that video, and I thought, you know, it'd be really funny is if I did this exact show in a miniature version that people could have just parading around their park. And sadly, I did have to cut maybe an hour's worth of footage out of this video, mainly because when I first started creating it, I found out that you can't attach sequences to the parades. Now, I don't know whether that is something that I'm doing wrong or that is just something that the game is intended. I didn't watch any videos of anyone else creating parades packs or nothing like that like I should have. I pretty much wanted to jump into it blind because I wanted to see whether it was easy for someone that might not use it like me, that I pretty much brought this DLC, and I know there's a couple other people that are in the same boat of I don't really see myself using the parades part itself, but the scenery pieces and all that came with it are great. I'll use them in a lot of things, but for the parades thing itself, I don't really have a park that it can drive through, you know. So I feel like the extent that I would go to in this would just be creating it for other people to use maybe, but yeah, I ended up building a whole completely different design that I'll go over in a second, but I pretty much got to the part where I install my lights, because as you know, I build the stage first and then I add the lighting last, but I got to that part and I just couldn't get any of their sequences to attach. So my original plan was to have it where it would just sit in that undercarriage part, all the sequences like hidden like I normally do them, and then it would just play whenever it hits a trigger in a certain part of the parade. But yeah, it was very fun getting that far and then getting frustrated and then thinking that I wasn't even going to do this video. So got rid of that footage, thought that was it was dead in the water, and then it wasn't until I went to bed, woke up the next day and thought, you know what, I'll give it a go, and then trying just different things to try and work it out. The way I got around it was you could save everything as a blueprint, including the parade and then the sequences separate. So it's pretty much just going to be a thing where you just press play separate, and I think that's a good compromise for now until hopefully they fix it. I don't know whether it's a performance thing. It might confuse the game too much having so many sequences playing, mainly because through experimenting with the trigger, say if you put a trigger on the track, whenever it would hit that trigger, it would only set off maybe one or two of the lighting, and I had a lot of lighting on this at the end, as you'll see. Well, you've probably seen if you've seen the video. But so for me, it was a bit confusing why that was happening, and it was so much trial and error trying to work out what was wrong, because I would press play on the sequencer outside of it and it would work, but when the parade was running, it just would never work, and I could never get it to go. So I was just so confused. But it must have come down to there's just so much going on in this that it's a little bit overwhelming to have that many sequences going, because I think there's 400 and something sequences throughout the lighting show that I have in this. Not as many as the actual big show, but enough to probably overwhelm the system a little bit. So whether that's a thing, I'll keep trialing it out. But yeah, I've obviously sent them a message to ask what's could be the problem, what could be the issue. But obviously at filming this, I haven't heard anything back, because it's yeah, we're going into the weekend now, so probably next week I might get an answer. But this is the full build of that. You'll see pretty much everything. I didn't want to have just the whole footage because I don't think anyone's sitting around for a video that's 4+ hours long. Obviously I won't talk for the whole video. I've got it down to an hour, so If you are watching the premiere, I will be in the comments section, so if you do have any questions or just want to chat and hang out, I'll be there for the whole thing. If not, it's completely fine if you're watching this at a later date, but yeah, put your thoughts in the comments or whatever you think. But the whole point of this video was to give it a go. That's pretty much all I can sum it up as. It's something that I probably would have sat idle for a long time. I just don't really have a need to use it, so it was like, hey, let's just have fun. We're pretty much just having fun in this game, and that's all we're here to do. So initially, if you've seen the original show in Planet Coaster Stadium, that show had a massive stage. So it had a big center screen which you had DJ Alien on, which he was designed around a toy box, sort of like the Buzz Lightyear spaceship toy box. So it had wings and whatever else. But then you had the toy blocks on one side and you had the cardboard city on the other. So my initial plan was, when building these, I thought, hey, I'm gonna have 3 big floats and then 2 little spaceship floats, pretty much. So it'll be little spaceship, the DJ Alien here on his own separate float with maybe the screen behind him. Then you would have the block city, and then you would have the cardboard city trailing afterwards. But it ended up changing a lot with when I worked out the sequencer thing, because of when you'll probably see at the end, but when I was adding all the lights, I have to manually add the lights to the parade each time. So it's all good for 1 or 2 lights, but I think I had, I don't even know how many lights in the end that I had to manually add it to the parade, because you've got to click on it and then actually click on the parade itself to add it to it. Otherwise it doesn't register it for some reason. That'd be a great fix, Frontier, if you could just highlight something or just click it with like add and then have a little add to building button. That'd be cool, because then it's like, oh, that'd be a lot easier. But what can you do? You can only ask for things now. But pretty much when I did that, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this for a whole like 3 floats, because I think I spent like 2 hours doing one, which was this one that you're seeing me build here now. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not going to cut it. So I ended up just using, obviously you've seen the video of the finished product of just the 3 floats. So the 2 little ones, and then the main big one where DJ Alien is, which ended up being challenging in itself, because I of course had to go silly with it and make the little alien ships rotate and have confetti shooting off, and then trying to make it realistic rather than just normal like I could have and save time. Instead I wanted to make it look realistic as how would this structurally be supported. And as you've probably seen coming up, I do like to integrate that into the ship design. So obviously we'll go over that when it gets to, obviously I'm not going to talk for the whole hour video, so I'm trying to cover as many questions as you might have with it. But I wanted, the main theme I wanted to do is to keep as much from the original show as I could in this, but then also make it look like a kid could create it, you know, like a Forky or something like that, where it's like, oh well, the kid has just sat there and made this whole parade float himself, like, and it's literally being held together with glue and random stuff that he's found in his bedroom and whatever else, which was really fun to try and nail and recreate. But it was also challenging to find sizing, because you obviously can't have this thing ridiculously tall. Like, that's just not going to work in a realistic situation. So having it to where it sort of was big, but it wasn't as big as the main stage. Like, you won't see it until you really download it, and then obviously you've seen the main stage and played around with that, that you'll be like, oh okay, like this is really cool how I've tried to navigate that whole problem. But I think it came out really nice. At the end of the day, I don't think, as I said, I don't think I'll be someone that makes a theme park in Planet Coaster 2. I think I see too many creations where they freak me out and I go, I just don't think I could do that. Like I've already done it once with my channel, as I rebuilt Movie World, if you haven't seen, and that was a year, 100 episodes it took me, and that was 7 days a week, putting like 3 or 4 hours into it. So it's, when you see some people and it's like, oh, I've spent 3 years building this and it's the most detailed park ever, and it's like, I look at it and I think, props to you, because it looks insane. Like, I believe it took 2-3 years because there's that much detail in it that I love seeing it through the 2 frames per second, which is a big reason why my Planet Coaster wish list is that I put in you should be able to visit them parks as guest only, so that when these people are doing these big parks, they're designing them for people that are going to fly through every area, which means that they're adding stuff that doesn't need to be added. If you could just have it where I'm walking through the park, I'm only going to see things at guest level. I can't see things, I can't fly around and whatever else. So I have to experience it as a guest. That would help a lot of creators go, well, I don't need to build this whole backstage area because they're not going to see it. So that was the whole reason why I thought of that, was it just makes more sense performance wise to just not have to build all them big areas. And as cool as it is, like, it's awesome for people when they go, oh, well, I'm just going to build Disneyland to a 1-to-1 scale, and it's like, that's insane, you're crazy. So props to you. As I said, I love checking them out, but for me it's like, I don't think I'll build a full park for a while, unless I've always thought, like, if you do live in Australia, I've always thought of doing SeaWorld or Dream World. I don't think I'd do Movie World again. I always thought of, when I was doing Movie World, I was in contact with them near the end of it, and I always said to them how cool it would be to do this in the theme park. So I always thought, it'd be cool if you could have a little area where I could build live in the park. Like, that would just be such a weird video concept to me of, can you imagine, like, oh, I need to go and check this out, and then you take the whole vlog camera with you and you're literally just filming inside the park with everyone and then going and rebuilding it in Planet Coaster. But obviously then Planet Coaster 2 came out, then all of that Movie World hype died down, and then we ended up losing contact and whatever else. But a lot of people were really asking for me to do something again with that. But as I said, it was a lot. It's a lot to build a park, as you would know, obviously, if you've tried to build anything bigger than what we do. Like, I enjoyed building the stadiums and such like that, but the use that I've gotten out of them sort of builds is crazy. Like, I think I'm up to, let's see, we've done twice, we've done WrestleMania, we've done New Year's, we've done the DJ Alien, I can't think of any else. There's, I think, maybe 2 more, maybe, I can't remember. But yeah, that's all been inside that stadium, so it's been really cool. And then now seeing that everyone's commenting saying that they're using it for, I know there's a couple that are building more Raw stages, there's a couple that are building a couple of concerts that we're not allowed to talk about yet. I'm very excited because a couple of people are getting very close with their builds, so got to keep backing them and making sure they know that we're very excited for their builds and cannot wait to see what they make. But yeah, just them stadiums that are so cool. Of I know some people they design them stadiums with full seating and like all that crazy stuff, but I really wanted just to have a basic stadium. Like, it is funny to watch all my comments that are like, this whole thing's to an empty arena, and it's like, thanks. I think I learned my lesson from the what's it called? I've forgotten it. What will they choose? Videos where I filled the whole stadium with the animatronics, and that was like 5 frames per second. It was so funny filming in that. So that was an experience of, okay, so you can fill it, but your performance is going to take a big hit. So that's on you if you want to do that. But for me, as I said, I enjoy building stuff like that I can get multiple uses out of, and especially a lighting venue and such. that's obviously really big. But yeah, that's just my opinion of fun builds. That's also, I don't think I could do a full park again. I don't think it had me. But I think I've just gone on a whole tangent about building a park when the whole question was whether I would use parades or not. So there you go. You're welcome for that ramble of me going on for however long. I've been talking for 15 minutes, so I love how I said that. Oh, I'll just talk for a little bit. I was like, oh, I'll just do the intro and then I'll just let the video play in the background, and then I've just been here talking for 15 minutes, whether you're still watching or not, you know. But the fun part about this build was size-wise, as I said, was trying to work out a realistic size of what this would be. But then also, I ended up deciding on doing a sort of two-version part of it. So you can remove the screen, and then on the inside it's designed to have DJ Alien. He would just be sort of taped in or whatever else, and then you'd have his accessories, and trying to think of stuff to put in there was fun because I just had no idea of what would be in a DJ. I was going to put like DJ decks and whatever else that might come with it, but yeah, that was just fun stuff. As I said, like I have so much fun in this game just making random stuff, and the fact that like I have subscribers that enjoy watching me create random stuff, it's like I think, okay, I'm probably being biased, but as I always say, I think I probably have the best subscribers, mainly because of a lot of the feedback I get, and like you're allowing me to make random stuff. Like a lot of people would probably abandon that sort of mindset of making just random creations constantly. But yeah, you seem to have fun with me making stuff that this game wasn't designed for. And I will continue making them as long as I can, hopefully. But I will leave yous now. I don't want to talk for too long. I've been talking for 17 minutes now. But do put in the comments what you think might be a cool thing to use parades with. As I said, I don't think I'll be doing parades themselves. Maybe creating floats, sure. But maybe when they bring in the sequencer, hopefully to make shows just a little bit easier for lighting and whatever else that we can do inside of it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Hopefully you can check out, I got a full weekend of videos, so tomorrow night, the next night, there should be 2 more to come, hopefully. I'm saying that now so that I will be eating my words if I don't release 2 more videos. As you can come back to this video and comment being like, you didn't release anything on Sunday and Monday. And I'll be like, oops, my bad. But yeah, that'll be hopefully the trailer to the lighting pack that I showed off last time, and then a video describing how to use it, because I didn't want to just release it and be like, have fun. I wanted to do a video being like, no, this is how you use it, and hopefully people can start creating pretty cool shows. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for checking this out. As I said, I'll still be in the comments for the rest of this. But yeah, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully check out and download this yourself. But yeah, make sure you have a great day, as I love saying. See yous.